as he leads in the OpenX AI Developers Workshop. A round of applause, please.
Hi guys, thank you. Welcome, good morning to day two. So today's session I'll be running through vibe coding using Cursor. So we did talk about this yesterday. We've set up a Google Meet to record the session as well. But yeah, yesterday we didn't talk about the importance of AI, especially as a skill, learning how to vibe code or use AI tools to assist with your software development and building applications. So today we'll run through how to use Cursor. I did mention there is a link in the chat in Messenger in the group chat. It links to the hackathon dashboard. Within there's a quick start guide. I would recommend everyone downloading Cursor and Llama and all the AI models right now during the session. The Wi-Fi is a little congested, but that's okay. I gave you the link yesterday, so yeah, please download that in your own time as well. Okay, so let's just get started. So yesterday, just a quick summary. OpenX AI has, helped sponsor this event and brought me here to be able to present. So, what is OpenX AI? It's a decentralized, permissionless platform where that's fully open source and allows anyone to access the AI open source community. And you're able to build and develop your own AI applications without a middleman using the latest open source models and then deploy and host that on decentralized cloud. What this does, it allows you to uh, I'm getting a little bit of feedback in the Google Meet. But yeah, what that does is allows you to build applications that can actually scale. You're paying the cheapest rate, the wholesale price for decentralized cloud. So um, you're not paying thousands and thousands of dollars. You can get that price right down. As you build up your application, as you submit to hackathons, as you scale up your startup, and try and make a dent in the universe, as Steve Jobs says. If you were to go the other way, you might get some free cloud credits with the big tech providers. You might get like, um, 8 free API calls to get onboarded, and then once you're onboarded and you're building a successful application, they slap you with thousands of dollars in fees per month. So we just think this is a lot more sustainable way to build AI applications in the future. With OpenX AI, we've launched on Base, so it fully integrates into the Base chain, into Base smart contracts, and allows you to monetize on Base as well. So big thanks to the people from Base here today, and also helping with this event. So yesterday I did walk through, basically running a deployment. So just a quick, what does that look like? So you go to studio.openxai. What it does, it allows you to deploy a chatbot template with an open source AI model that you can chat to. So the steps is pretty simple. We did this yesterday, but just a quick summary. You can deploy DeepSeek or hundreds of open source AI models. There are some other AI models that do voice, some that do image, some that do video, so they are multimodal. And for this example, we're using DeepSeek. You select your model, you select the free trial, so we've deployed 10 servers for everyone to demo and play around with. And then you hit deploy. I've already done that before, so I've done it in this tab here. Just a quick summary again. What's happened? It's deployed a a Xnode OS Linux operating system based on NixOS. So fully open source stack. You can go to the GitHub of OpenXAI and OpenMesh to see the Xnode OS stack. But basically, it's deployed the NixOS Nix files, which are the application configuration files. It's then deployed on top of that operating system on bare metal servers. The you know Next.js application package library. It's then also installed Olama. So as a service, it's running Olama, which is an AI model management platform that runs in the background. And then it fetches an AR model and it downloads that to that machine. I've just run this like 10 minutes ago. It's already run. It normally deploys in about 2 minutes. So what that means, I can go and chat to this application. So let me just try and load that now. Okay, so it's talking to another NixOS application package. Again, all of these are open source libraries or codes that you can use as building blocks to build your AI application. So this is the Open Web UI, a front end, a chatbot front end. So you don't have to build your own chatbot front end to talk to the AI model. So then you can go in and basically chat to your own private AI model. It's based on open source. You've deployed it on your own server. No one else has access to this server. It's your data. You can put sensitive data in. Basically, it's within that server. No one else has that. You can even do this whole process on your own laptop locally. And you're in full control of all the code. It's all open source. I'll just change the microphone. So should be able to hear me there. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So I'll just say hello, University of Southern Mindanao, and I'm just proving that the model's real. We are talking to it. I haven't just made a screenshot or something. So what DeepSeek is, it's a thinking model, so it does think about the response before it gives you the final answer. So I just said hello, University of Southern Mindanao, not really a specific purpose, just to say hi. So I was trying to figure out what it knows about University of Southern Mindanao in the Philippines, and then basically it's this is a pre-trained large language model based on probably Wikipedia entries of this university. So keep your Wikipedia up to date. And it's the final answer just talks about Southern University of Southern USA. Okay, great. So this is a quick demo in the cloud of deploying it into an application. So now let's do this locally. So if you have it downloaded or follow the quick start guide, basically you can install Olama. And this, I wouldn't recommend everyone installing this right now. Let me just try and. Okay. So yeah, there is a little bit of Wi-Fi congestion kind of in type. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we go. So this is the Olama website that I'll share onto Google Meet, and you can sort of see there's a fun, nice open source mascot for Olama. which is alarming. And basically, this is a fantastic example of the open source community. So not big tech. It's not bought out by some, one of the big four technology companies. This is something that the AI enthusiasts all around the world, they built with their own passion, open source. They started committing to GitHub as a project, and this has turned into one of the biggest, self-posted, free, open source, software idols in the world for managing AI running locally. So it's a good to just get used to using it. Uh, you can download it. So Mac OS, Windows, and Linux are all supported. You download it and you can run it on your own machine. So just a quick example. So let me just share my entire screen. Like this. So yeah, just on the Google Meet, I'm sharing my screen. I just wanted to quickly show you what this looks like. So I'm just gonna show you. Let's get out of this. Uh, what it looks like. So here it is. So this is Llama. So this is running locally. It's very basic, um, very simple. So I can talk to models I have installed locally. So for on my local computer, I've got DeepSeek R1 8 million parameter model. Hi there. Tell me about the size of the university. I don't know if I will get this right, but University of Southern Mindanao campus in Philippines. I'm not sure how well DeepSeek's trained on this, but let's see it. I'm just showing you a quick example of, uh, you know, asking a DeepSeek AI model that's running locally on my computer, uh, how big the campus is. So it's a beautiful campus for the recording. USM is a huge campus, great to get around. So I'm not sure how much information it has, but basically it's saying it has a very large campus, 5,000 hectares. Thumbs up if that's correct or not. Yeah, okay, cool. We've got a thumbs up from the crowd. So yeah, I'm not I'm not using a AI model that's on the internet right now. I'm running this on my own laptop. You can see it here. I went to Alama.com and downloaded that. So Alama.com, download Alama, then download an AI model. Don't do it right now because you'll probably blow up the Wi-Fi. Once you have that installed, you can use this on your own computer anywhere. Even if you go out of the internet or you run out of phone load, you can use Alama on your own computer. You are restricted a little bit. So if you have a slow old computer, then try and pick a smaller model. But the beauty of open source AI is you're able to just go into the library, and it's just doing this again. So you go to the models link. Yeah, a little bit slow. But basically, you can see here all the different open source AI models that you can play around with. So this is important to just keep a watch over. There's always these brand new open source models that are released. What they try and do is refactor or make it more efficient, so it can run on traditional CPU computers that don't have a huge GPU. Why do they do this? Because they don't want just power users using AI. They want everyone in the world to use AI, and the target market increases from tens of thousands of users of expensive GPUs to millions and millions and millions of users. Again, this is all open source. You can read through the descriptions of every open source AI model and then install it locally. Quen is another good one, another good example for coding. It does a pretty good job, made by Alibaba, and yeah, it does a good job on coding. Llama 3 by Meta is another great example of an open source AI model, and then obviously DeepSeek as well. Okay, so let's now that we've covered that, because we'll revisit this Olama thing later on in this session. So we'll just switch over to Cursor. So if you can confirm, if anyone can confirm on the Google Meet, is this sharing right now? Yep. Okay. So we got Cursor running. I've just installed Cursor, and basically what is Cursor? So it's an IDE. It originally was a fork of VS Code. They've since gone on to raise a boatload of money, billions of dollars in the US, just through forking and open source VS Code. And then what they've really focused on in the last 2 years is integrating AI agents into the software development workflow. So I've zoomed in so everyone on the TV can see that in the room. But basically, this is a fresh installation of Cursor. I've opened up a new folder. So just a quick summary of what this is. So the Cursor interface, you go File, Open, you open up a folder, which is going to be the project folder on your laptop. Ah. Okay, let's present the Cursor window. I think let me just minimize all these windows, and then we can present that on Google Meet. Okay, so we'll go with this one. So I'll just, yeah, so this is sharing on the Google Meet. And I'll just zoom in a bit. Here's the fresh install. I'll just jump to the next install. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on Google Meet, you should see a Cursor demo project. Thumbs up if you can see that. Basically, what we've done here, I've started with a super basic new folder on my computer. I then opened it up, it was empty. And then I've just done one prompt to the AI. So with Cursor, who's got Cursor installed? Hands up high. Okay, cool. So about a third of everyone here. Once you open up Cursor, the file structure within the folder appears on the left folder pane or the file pane. We've got a terminal running. If you want to open up a specific file that you want to edit the code for, we can do so here. And you can see the actual files for the code, just like any other VS Code editor. And then we have AI on the right hand side. So if you don't see the AI panel, just Command L or click the button to show the actual AI pane at the top right. So panel is a pane, basically AI pane. So yeah, what I've done as the first prompt is I've just said, let's create a basic Next.js or JavaScript website with Hello World on the front. So what happens? So Cursor can use its AI agent framework to execute commands, and the command that is ran is the npx create next app. So it's creating a next application, and it's then gone off and installed all the JavaScript application libraries, node modules, and all the dependencies inside this folder. So npx creates the Next.js application, then it installs all the libraries, so it has to download that. I've just done that before the session today, just in case the Wi-Fi is a bit slow. It did stop on the Wi-Fi, and I tried again, and then it installed it. So that's all that's happening here. Now I did tell it to create a homepage with Hello World on it, and this is exactly what it's done. So let me try and flick over to my browser, and we should be able to see that. So I'll go to lots of different tabs. There it is. So I'll move that over. So you should be able to see on the screen. This is just Google Chrome, my browser. I've created a Hello World Next.js website. So this is pretty simple, and what you can do is ask Cursor to run it. So please run it locally, and it runs this. It executes the commands to run the website locally. So it runs npm run dev, and it then pops up the website at this URL, so localhost 3000, and we've got this, in the browser now. So is everyone following that? This is step one. Okay, we had some Wi-Fi issues, but we looks like we're reconnected now to the internet. So let me know if you can see that. I'll just share as well. Okay, so we've got Hello World. What I've done here is I've asked the AI to give me a summary of the project that we've built so far. So you can see here there's an agent running in Cursor. It's a thinking model. It's not a quick thing. It's then read a package called package.json, and it's looked at all the libraries installed in the Next.js application. It's then, so what I'm demonstrating is the AI is able to read all the files in this code base. So if you go back in AI like 1 or 2 years ago, you used to have to go to ChatGPT, copy paste the code from one file, put it into ChatGPT, and then do some edits, and then copy paste it back to your local computer, and then run it. So those days are pretty much gone with Cursor. They did something that's really useful. So Cursor can scan all the files in your code base, in your application project folder, and then it can read through all the different files in that Cursor project folder. It's read the README file. Again, this is just a quick summary of the project, and it's had another thing, and then it's displayed some output of what the project is all about. So yeah, it's running Next.js, React, TypeScript, Tailwind. These are the traditional Next.js building blocks to build an application. So we've got a basic website with Hello World. Let's try and change it. So we're going to use let's do another question. So let's try and make it look good. So what I'm going to do is please just talking in normal English into cursor. Please change the background into a nice yellow and green gradient. Gradient that matches the University of Southern Mindanao color scheme. I'll just put in the university's website. Hopefully, if the internet's fast enough, you can have a look at that website and figure out, what is the colors. Just advertising USN. So yeah, what's happening with the AI? So you can see here, it's had a look at the University of Southern Mindanao's website. It's had a read through that on the internet. It's found some yellows and greens. And then let's see what it's been able to do. So yeah, it's done a gradient. So I did ask for a gradient, and it's put that in as the background of the website. So it's the nice USN yellow and the USN green. So this is an example of using cursor to write code. Let's try and make it a little bit more, add some more to this website. So please give me a summary of USN and a title and make the site more informative. Get the actual data from the USN website. So Cursor is able to use its agents to figure out, have a look at the usn.edu.ph, pull some data off the website, and then reconstitute it into a local website I'm building on the side here. Now, I wanted to quickly show what's actually happening. So if I just word wrap this, in a Next.js website, there's basically a front page called page.tsx. It's a TypeScript file. And what Cursor's actually doing is it's took my question, and this is probably something to do an explanation on AI agents. So AI agents are able to take a longer term high level goal and break that into say 10 different subtasks. And then it can execute through the list of subtasks until it achieves the goal. So that is to have a look at the usm.edu.ph, get some information, then edit the code on my website and update the code. And then it's able to test it as well. So it can read the logs, and if there's any bugs, it can go back and fix it. So on the file editor page or panel of Cursor, you can actually see what's happening with this. So let me move that over. So this is the page.tsx. It used to be a very simple hello world code. There's a couple of HTML divs and a header one tag. It's now edited that code and it's added new lines of code to the file. So this is just showing you that you can review all the code changes that the AI agent makes in Cursor, and then you can just decide if it's no good, you can undo it. If you don't like it, you can edit it yourself. If you want to make some changes, then you can also just keep it. So let's keep that file change. That was the only file change that it made. So over on the left, it highlights the files that it's just changed for you to review. It's then created updated that page. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so we've got this new yeah, USM page. We moved away from Hello World. We started to put some information on it, like um, information from the website itself. So it's a bit bright for me, but basically it's using the yellow and green, using a gradient. It's got an about USM section. It's got different divs or columns for sections about the contact information, recent achievements. So it's read up on some of the news, and then it's pulled some of this information from the website. So I'm basically able to vibe code a website just using talking into Cursor. So this is an important skill that you should know. Um, you used to have to hire a person to build a website that might cost hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars or lots of places. But now it's almost at the point where AI is able to do basic websites for you um, through Cursor, which is a tool. So these are the tools and the skills you should be learning in this new world going forward. AI's had a lot of innovations and breakthroughs over the last 2 years. So let's try and do something else. So I've gone to the USM website and I've spoken to USM staff, and this is a link. It's just in the transparency seal about section of USM. So you can actually pull a lot of the financial data because it is government public requirements of being a large university is to make some of this information public. So I've clicked the link for say financial year 2025. It links to this Google Drive, so I downloaded that PDF and I put it into the Cursor project folder. So what I can do now is try and get Cursor to read it. So it is a PDF file. We'll just open that PDF file as well. So it kind of boring. It's just a whole bunch of financial data about USM. So someone asked the question yesterday. I want to build an AI application for my thesis at university about the university. So you can sort of take data, and I'm just showing you based off the USM website some financial data from USM. I can stick that in my Cursor folder, and then I can add this to the Cursor chat. So Cursor already knows every file that's in this project folder, so I don't really have to add it. I'm just pointing towards the PDF. Please try to read and confirm what is in this PDF. Convert to images if you have to. So PDFs sometimes are encrypted, so Cursor has a little bit of a problem reading PDFs. One of the things you can do at university is put your university textbook and all the assignment work, workshops, transcripts of meetings and things you have for university into a Cursor project folder, and it helps as a study buddy, an AI study buddy, to try and you can read all the files, all the content of what you're trying to learn, and then you have an AI panel that's fully trained on all the data you give it. So I've just put in here the financial data of USM for FY 2025, and I'm going to try and get Cursor to read about it. So you can see here, let me zoom in. It's looked at the PDF file that's in the project folder. Again, it's just a whole bunch of, it's a big table full of financial data. It's looking at open source libraries to convert the PDF into images. If it can convert it to images, the AI model can process it better. That's only because PDFs sometimes are encrypted. in a way that AI models can't read. So you can do some conversions, and it's created some scripts. So typically in AI, in the world of open source AI, we use Python, but over on web development, we use JavaScript or TypeScript. So just get used to being there's a couple of languages that AI likes to use. It's installed some software to convert PDF into images. It's then extracting the text, and what it should show is, here it is here. It's pulled all the key financial information about USM. So what this means is I can start building a data analytics dashboard about USM finances. So this is a good example of how transparent data can be used with AI vibe coding to create apps, meaningful apps. And you can see here it's pulled all the images of the financial data tables, and now it's able to see all of that stuff. So, so you can see it's generated all these extracted images. It's now pointing to the image as well. It's probably downloaded that into an image folder. Okay. Now, let's update the homepage to include an interactive financial analysis tool for USM finances. Make the website less bright, so for the divs that have content, so the little boxes that show things on the website, I'm just making a little bit darker. And then I've given this command to the AI agent. The AI agent now can go and look at all that financial data and then build an analytics website. I've asked for it to be interactive. So what that means is you should be able to select, 1 month. There's only 1 year of financial data, so we'll see what it can generate. So just going back to the actual website. Currently, it does update automatically. So while that works in the background, what it should be doing is putting some new boxes in, some graphs, bar charts, column charts of all the financial data. So apologies, some Wi-Fi issues, a little bit slow. Just keep retrying until that works. So you do need the internet for cursor, so hopefully this loads. In the meantime, I'll just explain what are some of the other features of AI inside Cursor. So we do have 2 different selectors at the bottom left of the AI chat. So you can, I talked about agent mode. Give it a goal, it'll create a bunch of subtasks and achieve it. There is a planning mode which helps you just come up with a text document plan of what you're going to build first. And then there's just a simple chatbot where you just ask a question, it gives a response. We're in agent mode, and this is because we want to give it a goal and then have the AI use the tools by reading files um, to basically be able to achieve the outcome. The other sort of features of Cursor is the ability to use different models. So with Cursor, you can select, with Cursor Free, you can get free credits to one of the premium models. So Cursor 4.5 Sonnet, and Grok Code 3 or Fast Run. There's also a whole bunch of other models, so you can select the different ones that are available. So we've got yeah, a whole bunch of different models like ChatGPT as well. And yeah, it's just not getting a fast enough internet connection, so I'll just try connecting somewhere else. This doesn't work. I'll try to connect to Wi-Fi. I'm just connecting to my phone. I might try connecting to someone else's hotspot. Maybe that's got better signal. I'll connect to MJ. See if that works. Okay, I've just reconnected Wi-Fi, so let's give it some time. But you can see here it's slowly processing. It can be faster. Uh, it's looking at it's had a big think about it, and I can actually read these comments. So let's try again. Resume. Try again. So when it is thinking, it can actually you can read through the thoughts of the AI and just make sure that it's on the right track. Yeah. Let's try restarting Cursor. It's just had so many internet issues. Okay, so while we wait for that, do we have any questions from the crowd about Cursor? Just drop them in the Facebook Messenger chat. I'm keen to get you guys to at least install and run Cursor and then just try and build a Hello World website. Some of the more advanced features of Cursor we can try and get into today if the internet lets us. It's starting to load now. It is a little bit slow. So what it's doing, it's had a look at the current page.tsx file, the current homepage, and now it's got that financial data that it's already had a look at, and now it's going to build some interactive, dashboard graphs. So we can have a look at that data. So let's open page.tsx and see when the AI is changing. It's starting to load now. So what we could do is review the code line by line, and what it's done is just added some hint notes at the top. So use states, there's adding state, for key things to change. You can sort of see it's got overview, personnel, so different. I don't know what move means. Okay, so it's adding some different categories of the financial data. It's adding some sections like titles for financial analysis Q1 of 2025. And then it's going through, it's pulling all that data out of the financial PDF that we uploaded, and it should have updated it. So here it is here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So yeah, the internet has loaded the dashboard. We've created a little dashboard website of University of Southern Mindanao financial data. So instead of reading the PDF, you can now vibe code it and build an interactive dashboard. So you can see here how many, what the total budget of USM is, disbursements, all this financial information about USM and the university that you study at. So it's important to know that this is a government initiative for transparency, but if no one bothers clicking the PDF and looking at it, they can still get away with things. So it's really up to the people to actually look at the PDF, look at the data, start building interactive dashboards. You can sort of see breaking it down into simple formats. You can see all the breakdown of that financial data. And I didn't have to go learn a business degree to read the financial spreadsheets. I'm just using AI to pull that data in and build something that's interactive. So we can add some more things. So let's try and add something. I don't see any graphs, so all I see is sort of tabular data. So please come up with something that I can graph over time. Is any of the data sets broken down per month? So I don't know, I've looked at the PDF. It's just going to have a quick look and see if there's anything broken down over time so we can graph it. So it's planning the next moves, it's searching the monthly, quarterly breakdowns in PDF data. Probably the other thing, how the internet's kind of fast. Thank you, MJ. I can go to the website or the other PDF site, and I can build a scraper that scrapes the entire USM transparent financial data webpage, downloads all the PDFs over all the time, and then builds more complicated financial modeling and interactive dashboards. So, just have a look at what is updated here. Okay, we got a little bar graph, still pretty simple. Quarterly spending trends. It only has it doesn't have quarter 3, quarter 4 yet. It's only got the first half. That's the only PDF I downloaded. Then I can now put this link into Cursor and say, here is all financial transparency reports over time. Please graph this. Please download 2024. I don't want to overload the internet. 2025 data PDF files, and then draft this. Make sure it is real valid data. Just make sure that it's legit. So it's going to basically use sources, so the PDF that is downloaded, convert it into images. It's making sure that everything is sourced from real data. I'm not using Wikipedia or some other public information. I only want to use the transparency data that's published on the website. So it's an interesting topic, and you're probably wondering why I'm focusing on transparent data. So probably an issue you may have heard of in Philippines is corruption. So a way to oppose corruption is to actually get the real source of truth, all the data, and try and go through the spreadsheets, the financial documents yourself. It is very difficult to do, but you can use AI to help you understand what's going on. You can do this to every government department and analyze their financial records, look at publicly available, and you can basically build a nice little website that you can share to your friends and show some of the analysis you've done over the weekend about the financial data about a certain organization or government department. So it's built a little screen bar. It's going through the website and pulling some of the PDFs down, and then it's converting the PDFs into images. So let's just make sure that's happening. It says it's completed some of that, so I've only asked it to download like 1 year, 2024 quarterly data. So you should have like 5 financial quarterly reports. Okay, yes, right here. So here's the 5. So, yeah, 2024, 2025, 6. So we got 6 quarters. Yeah, that's the current. So that's the last financial quarter, the financial quarter at the start of the year, and then all 4 quarters of 2024. So it's important when you're letting a cursor do all these things is to keep watching it, use your brain. Don't let AI replace your brain. Look at what it's doing. You know, high level, how many financial quarters is there in 2024, 2025 that are publicly available? Do little checks, check the code. You can trust it, but always verify it. And then you can run through, and now you can see it's updated the website, and we've basically vibe coded a little financial dashboard. It does include now Q1 2024, how much spending each quarter. I can see that 2024 looks okay, looks pretty normal. Q1, it spent 220 million pesos. Q2, it's progressed evenly through each quarter, so there isn't any huge cost outlay by the looks of it. And now we're into Q1 of 2025. It's displayed this bar graph, so you guys can actually track the spending rate of USM per quarter. You can sort of see everything's sort of normal. It even looks like Q1 of 2025 was spent less than Q1 of 2024, which is pretty cool. In fact, display a statistic about Q1 2024 difference to Q1 2025 spending. So you're basically figuring out, is USM sustainable with a huge campus? and a budget and how much they're spending each quarter. And yeah, you can like analyze all that financial data through vibe coding. You can build an interactive. This is probably the most important part. Is you can actually build something that's interactive. It helps you communicate what you're trying to say to other people on a public website. So you can deploy this website to Vercel for free. You can deploy it onto OpenXAI or OpenMesh as well. And yeah, you can basically get something out there into the world that you can share with your friends. You can share it on Twitter and just basically build a transparent financial analysis website. And yeah, keep adding cool features, update the user interface, make it work on mobile phones. So just a quick check. If we, what is it going to look like on a mobile phone? So it'll probably look something like this, which is not too bad. So yeah, it's already mobile responsive. People can check out the budget for USM. And you can do this in any government department as well. So a lot of that financial transparency is out there. It's just no one can be bothered looking at the data. And with AI, it really helps to speed that up and make it easy and kind of make it fun. And yeah, you can share this with your friends or whoever you want on social media. It is all public information. You can link all this to the PDF link on the website and just keep building, different interactive websites with this data. One of the cool things, like I said, the little bar graph looks smaller, which is good. So basically, they spent less money this quarter at the start of the year than last year. So they spent more last year than the start of this year, which is good. So let's make this green instead of red. So if spending is down, then make it good, which is green, not red. So yeah, we can do little like uh, quests for USM to make sure they hit their financial milestones. You can do this to any organization you get, wherever there's financial data publicly available. So anything traded on a stock exchange, pretty much anywhere in the world, they do have to publish financial reports, and you can analyze all this data yourself. I guess some of the other skills, and going back to OpenXAI, I did build the hackathon dashboard, same sort of thing. Instead of pulling in huge spreadsheets and having lots of tabular data, I made an interactive dashboard that you guys can like click and load up. So you can do the exact same thing for any data. Instead of pulling in, say, this, which is a kind of boring PDF, this is probably the other part of this is boring. If I made a YouTube video about this and I read the financial data in this PDF, people would go watch cat videos about 20 seconds in. So by building an interactive dashboard, it looks a lot better when you're presenting it in a YouTube video. So if you're trying to develop a social profile, or maybe you're trying to build a portfolio on LinkedIn, an account on LinkedIn, an account on Twitter and Facebook, try and present data in a way that's actually transparent, it's interactive, it's colorful. Yeah, and we can see here, green cover, spending less than the last year's financial quarter. So this is an example of how to take data that was hard to read. Maybe you're not a financial accountant. It's very difficult to read quarterly reports. Use AI to convert that technical knowledge into insights. Then display those insights in a dashboard, which you can then present not just to customers or your student friends that you can present on the internet and get that information out there. And do it in a way that's not boring. So now I can like interact and scroll through and show all this information in a nice way. So obviously I can keep extending this to include all financial transparency reports, all the way back to 2018. So like 6 years. You can even expand this to do all government departments and build nice interactive dashboards on public data. You can do this for when you're live coding an application. You can like pull data feeds from the Weather Bureau. You can pull data about typhoons and cyclones and regions of Philippines that you want to have a nice app that monitors it all. And you can start building really cool interactive applications just using cursor. It really is dependent on your own imagination. So I see a lot of people who've got cursor open, so it's fantastic. Hopefully this presentation I've shown you so far, some of the cool things that you can build. You can build something like Hello World on your own laptop, but you can also pull down real data and build something meaningful out of the application, and then present that back to your friends and colleagues on the internet through social media. We'll have a quick break, and I'll come back and do some more specific cursor development about Face Mini apps, deploying that using AI, running locally, and then on a centralized cloud. But yeah, we'll have a quick break. I'll walk around, see how everyone's going. Any questions, let me know. And we'll come back to it. So thanks, guys.
Mag-group siya.